Happy Saturday. Oh boy. All right. Woohoo! It's the weekend, right? I actually really despise the weekends. I'm not gonna lie. Oh man, I am in a very unique situation in my life where I honestly can't believe that I really don't like the weekends. I love the market. The market is amazing. Yes, the market is amazing. It may not be amazing for some people, right meow, depending what you're in and also doing. Don't get me wrong, 2022-23 was a utter nightmare, for me more than anything. But still, I love trading. I love the stock market. If you enjoy these videos, please smash the like button, completely free. Think about subscribing if you want future content. I don't know where this journey's gonna go, but let's start with this. Okay, so I am looking at some stocks potentially to buy if we do get a gigantic, or not even, I'm not even going to use the word gigantic anymore. If we get a pull back in the market, 2018, I've been talking about on this channel a lot. So have a lot of other YouTubers, and also 2021. 2018, oh man, like you just look at the SPY and see how far we have gone up since 2018. I was not in the market in 2018, but I was actually doing my undergrad for a bachelor in marketing, and I was in economic classes all throughout 2018. Beginning of the year, I was in micro, and then the end of the year, I was in macro. Might be reverse. If you are an economics major, then you know what I'm talking about. But macro, I believe, deals with money. Micro, to be honest, it may be the other way around. All that I know is that one of it deals with money. And on top of it, I studied the stock market in 2018 in my economics class. We had a nasty beginning of the year in 2018, very similar to what we had this year. And then we had even a bigger nastiness at the end of 2018. And then, of course, we had Rona. I got into the stock market during Rona. Actually, beginning of April, I started buying stocks. I made life-changing money all the way out through 2020, 21. Like I said, got my bum handed to me. 2022, 23 was also another bum-handing year. 24 recovered, and this year doing phenomenal as well, too. But we had a very nasty early year. Can we experience nastiness again? Anything is possible. Is it a possibility that we experience a slight correction and not a full-blown nasty V-shape, hated recovery? Because all throughout the summer, the stock market was rallying and people hated it because so many people sold during this period down here. Is it possible that we legitimately just pull back maybe like 5-10% and then just boom, baby, we're off to the races? Is it possible that we dip all the way down to the 200-day? Yeah, that's very much possible. Anything is possible. If we go ahead and dip down to the 200-day, that is not even 10%, but that could be seen as a healthy correction. By a lot of people, a minor correction. Textbook definition of a correction is typically 10 to 20%. Over 20%, it would be a crash. So, I mean, if we're, oh gosh, if we go all the way down, whoo, yeah, there has to be something really bad to produce that. But let's say, hypothetically, we do get a correction in the market. Now, what if we don't get this correction, and we just continue rallying? Well, I am in really good stocks. On my public profile, I have shown you all that I'm in. So actually, I also showed my private profile for SOFI, massive position. I'm up nearly 300%. It's nearly a $50,000 position on my main account, my largest position on my main account. I also own AMD as well on my main account. On my public account, right now I'm just holding straight cash. Probably going to add a little more cash to it. But I'm looking to do some shopping and doing a public profile account challenge to really motivate a lot of people. Going from 25, 30 grand to 100K. So a couple tens of thousands to six figures. Is that possible? Yeah, it's actually very possible. Is it possible to do it not gambling? Yes, it is very possible. How do you not gamble? Well, you literally find great, phenomenal companies and you see an opportunity. SOFI. Talk about SOFI a lot on this channel. So my Webull average on SOFI on my public account is 1278. I mean, if the SPY is going to go down by, let's say, hypothetically 10% for a correction, SOFI is going to get hammered. Can SOFI touch all the way to the 20s? I'd be buying. I mean, hell, there are people that was buying all the way in the mid 20s. I have a lot of SOFI shares. I have an abundance right now, but I totally understand why people are even accumulating more shares. But if we break this 100-day moving, I'm going to be averaging up on my Webull account, on my Webull average. We dip all the way and break the consolidation of the low 20s. Me personally, I'm buying heavier. And if we make it all the way down to this $18 support, oh yeah. I mean, hell, if we make it all the way down here, yeah, I'm buying even more. So I'm a SOFI bull, but I'm also realistical. I believe in technical analysis. I'm also a technical trader. I have done a tremendous amount of day trading. Relatively pretty decent at it. You can watch my older videos as well. But I'm swaying away from day trading just because it's less of a headache. And honestly, growth stocks are just going to go parabolical. Once we really figure out like this interest rate environment, once we get past Jerome Powell leaving the Federal Reserve and we get a more heavy set like Fed lowering interest rate chair, SOFI is going to tap into the mortgage sector. SOFI is going to be getting refis. SOFI's business is going to take off. Palantir. I have been in and out of Palantir probably about half a dozen times. I have never lost money, knock on wood, with Palantir. I got into Palantir in the teens, sold in the mid-20s, got back in the 30s, sold on like a double up, and then I got back in, like legitimately doubled up again. Like it's just insane. Palantir growth rates are just utterly insane. But Palantir can easily be shooken up. And if we do get a correction, I will be buying Palantir. So if we do pull back, then yes. I mean, hell, if Palantir pulls back to the 200, we did not even touch the 200 at Liberation Day. But if we go ahead and get down to the 200, that's phenomenal buying opportunity. You're talking down from highs, being trading view. Stop being a dick. There we go. You're talking all the way from the highs. We're down by 33%. Phenomenal. You people have to remember this, and this is a key thing. If you see a stock drop by 33% and you get in, keep the number simple. You go ahead and get in with $1,000. When you go back up, you are going up 66%. A lot of people forget that significantly, okay? I'll go ahead and pull up my handy dandy calculator right here. A lot of people forget about this. It's a lot of traders. They let opportunities just pass them by. So let's say $1,000 divided by 137 gives us 7.29 shares. Okay. Now we're going to times this at all-time high. I believe like 210 was Palantir's all-time high. Yeah. So, I mean, not exactly 66%, but you're talking about a 50% push. Is Palantir going to bust through all-time highs in the future? Oh, yeah. I am a Palantir bull. Like, the contracts that they are acquiring, yes, the evaluation has gotten so ridiculous and so high, but, I mean, a lot of people keep saying we have never seen Palantir ever like this before. We've never seen a company like this. We've never seen a company grow like this. So, therefore, we just don't know. It scares a lot of people, but then again, like, have we seen a company like Palantir before? I mean, people said years ago that NVIDIA was too expensive, and NVIDIA got shooken up. Well, I mean, NVIDIA is still a phenomenal company. A lot of people forget that, but I do understand the bear case. I do get it. Michael Berry, the big short, he ended up taking a short position on Palantir recently. And a lot of people misinterpret Michael Berry. Michael Berry took a short position because he said, hey, Palantir is too overvalued. Michael Berry has stated, I'm not saying that Palantir is going to go down to zero and go bankrupt. That's stupid. Okay? That is a ultra bear, and you're stupid. that is utterly just nonsense. Okay? No. But can Palantir have a nasty correction as a stock? Sure. Any stock can. I mean, hell, another great company, NVIDIA. Sorry, I clicked them wrong. AMD. This used to be called Advanced Money Destroyer. It was a joke. Utterly a joke. Phenomenal company. Like, imagine years ago, back in 2017, oh my gosh, $12. Just a joke. Now they're taking off. Utterly just taking off. So therefore, AMD. I own AMD on my main profile. If we experience a pullback on AMD, I will be a buyer on the public profile. I see the long-term vision. Lisa Su, she is a baller. She is like Jensen she's like the CEO of NVIDIA. Morning coffee, cheers, by the way. And she has a long-term vision, which is amazing. So therefore, yes, like, I will be a straight buyer for AMD if the market crashes. Or correction. Robinhood. I have never been in Robinhood before. I used Robinhood Broker. I was debating on buying SOFI or Robinhood, and if I had bought Robinhood, I would be up 500%. The question is, would I actually be holding? Because Robinhood, a lot of people argue, Robinhood operates in a bullish market because they make all their money through their lending, margin, everything. People are willing to take on more risk, more margin in a bullish market. In a bearish market, not so much. Look at 2022. Man, I wish that I really could go back in time and just throw money at this thing for a long-term position. You can't go back. You can only look at the future. But if the market does correct, it's going to be nasty for Robinhood. If you are a Robinhood bull, I'm not saying the company is going to go zero, but what I'm saying is that the correction is going to be nasty. The support on this stock, because from all-time highs, from 150, we have already pulled back near 20%, and we broke the 100-day. The next level of support is around $100. But we don't have a moving average to bounce off of. We just have consolidation of what we've previously done back in August. If we want a hard moving average, we got to go all the way. So you're talking about 50%. Would I be a buyer? Oh, absolutely. Oh, yeah. I mean, if Robinhood starts dipping below this 100-day, start getting near $100, yeah, I'll be a buyer on my public account, start accumulating shares significantly. Okay, so anyways, hypothetically, if we get a market pullback for the account challenge, I will be accumulating more SOFI on my Webull account, my public profile. I will be accumulating Palantir, Hood, Robinhood, and AMD. 4 solid positions. My 5th position, I'm not entirely sure just yet. It's a mix-up of really what these stocks really do. I have never been in Amazon, but man, I have missed so many phenomenal opportunities with Amazon. They are shocking people. They are still a growing company. And it's phenomenal. I could maybe want to get into Amazon. I mean, I was actually looking at Amazon, but I ran out of cash during Liberation Day because I legitimately threw just practically all my cash reserves in the market. I was looking at Amazon, and Amazon since Liberation Day, we have just unreal for like a gigantic $1 trillion company, just like massive growth. Meta. I have been in and out of Meta multiple times. Every single time made money. I may have to get back in Meta. I mean, we may not see Meta dip any lower. I mean, I imagine if Meta dips lower, like forget it. That's so undervalued. If Meta dips because a lot of times what ends up happening is if a stock is beaten down before a correction, it doesn't really go down that much anymore. It doesn't always happen, but sometimes it does. And if Meta does not go down anymore, it might be a great signal of a buying opportunity. Is Mark Zuckerberg going to let his company like continue to go down? Hell no. The guy knows what he's doing. So Meta is another really intriguing one to do for a 5th position. Nvidia, I've been in and out of Nvidia too. Phenomenal company stock. I don't really know where this would go. Nvidia is really in a weird place also. There's so much uncertainty about what Nvidia is going to do next year for their growth rates if they can't actually sustain. So this is really a tough one. What I may do is split my final position, and I may get 2, so have the public profile be 6 positions instead of 5. I honestly really got to see what things like transpire and stuff. But, I mean, a lot of people are really saying that, yeah, this market is weak, and you can just look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin is not recovering. Bitcoin is a reflection of how the NASDAQ is performing. If the NASDAQ is going up, Bitcoin is going up. Bitcoin is not doing well. So, therefore, if Bitcoin is not doing well, that means the overall market, it has some problems. And yes, I mean, obviously, NASDAQ is very much not down, but there's a lot of like uncertainty. Pull up the VIX here as well too. Anything is possible, but we're definitely going to see something interesting happen. Something interesting is going to happen by the end of this year. We're either going to bust through all-time highs, or hey, we're just going to have a nasty sell-off. Maybe. Anyways, keep your heads up, everyone. Let me know if you feel like commenting what you think about my stock picks, hypothetically, if we do pull back. And I'll be making another one probably tomorrow. All right, later all. Bye.